Hey, what's going on? Coming at you from Chicago, Illinois. So, I want the theme of this video to be that living on the streets, homelessness, it just does not discriminate against anybody. And this article is an indication of that. So, I found this article on the NewYorkPost.com. And the title of this article is Lonnie Wilson's Fall from Grace. Ex-fitness model turned addict rummages dumpster. And towards the end of the article, it had made mention that this woman was once living in an affluent area of Venice, over there by Hollywood, California. So she went from living that lifestyle to now rummaging dumpsters to find her next meal. And the article, it talked about how she had posed for some magazines back when she was younger, and I did a quick Google search, and I found that she was on the cover of a magazine called Glam Fit, and she was also on the cover of Iron Man, posing with her then either boyfriend or husband, Jeremy Jackson. And just really quickly, Jeremy Jackson, he had some notoriety. He used to play a character on the famous TV show Baywatch, where he kind of is portrayed as like a kid / teenager. So the both of them, I wouldn't go as far as to say that they were like this blockbuster Hollywood couple, but they had notoriety. I saw some pictures. They were posing. They had their pictures taken on the red carpet. When they were out and about, they had their pictures taken. So they did have some notoriety. So just the fact that she went from that lifestyle to her current lifestyle of living on the street, being homeless, is just it's tragic. Former Baywatch star Jeremy Jackson's ex-wife, Lonnie Wilson, was spotted rummaging for food in a dumpster, showing just how far the former swimsuit model's life had spiraled since their breakup a decade ago. Lonnie Wilson, who's 39 years old, has been living in homeless encampments in California for nearly 7 years, often spotted with her ragtag possessions in a shopping cart. I don't have a time machine. I cannot read other people's minds. But I want to believe that if you would have asked this woman 10 years ago, that if she could have seen herself now going from living in homeless encampments and rummaging through dumpsters to find her next meal, if she could have foreshadowed seeing herself living like the way she's living now. Like, again, I don't have a time machine. I cannot read people's minds, but I think there's a high probability she would have either rolled her eyes or just, shrugged it off, something totally ludicrous. Or for a lot of people, myself included, that's just so out of our reality of something like this ever happening. But this is reality. This is really happening to this woman, to this individual. In the picture snapped on Tuesday, I don't know which Tuesday, this article is from this month here in April, so sometime in April of 2023, Wilson appeared to be gaunt, missing numerous teeth, and with short hair. A far cry from her tan, glowing, svelte days as a glamour girl as she pushed a cart through Santa Monica. So what happened? How did she go from living this, this semi-notorious lifestyle with her then husband, her semi-famous husband, to her current situation where she's just, drifting along and just living this homeless lifestyle. How did what happened her in her life that caused these chain of events to happen? Well, the article says she struggled with her mental health and substance abuse issues for the last few years, and she eventually spiraled out of control after her 2014 divorce from Jeremy Jackson after 2 years of marriage. So, what had caused the final breakup between in only those 2 years of marriage was a domestic violence incident that had left Lonnie Wilson with 2 broken ribs, an injured neck, and scratches to her face and body. Wilson decided not to press charges, and their relationship soon ended after that altercation. She told The Sun that she was in a very bad place after the messy separation and started experiencing homelessness after losing her job as an assistant to a plastic surgeon. Lonnie Wilson said she couldn't work out or take on any modeling jobs. According to the Daily Mail, a few years after her divorce, she became addicted to crystal meth, which appears to have led to her homelessness and obviously did not help her mental health issues. The article ends by a quote that she had made to The Sun saying, "I don't want anyone to help me." So, this is a really, this is a real tragic article. It's, again, it's not the article that's tragic, it's this life that spiraled into drug abuse and just losing her life, losing her future. And I had saw some pictures of this woman online, pictures back when she was married. Again, I don't know if the pictures that I saw with her and this man, I don't know if they were just boyfriend and girlfriend or if they were married at the time their pictures were taken, but they were both young, full of life, very vibrant, just their whole lives ahead of them. And to think that now she's living this way, it's I repeat it, but it's sad, it's tragic. And I just want to make a quick note where it says that she became addicted to the crystal meth, and then how she also told The Sun, "I don't want anyone to help me." I'm not that familiar with crystal meth, but I do know I've seen some online interviews with people who have used this drug, and I mean they really turn into just a different creature, just a careless, self-destructive creature. It's really it's heart-wrenching, it's heartbreaking. So I don't want to completely write this person off, because I will always believe that people can change and that there's always hope. So that was that article. I'm going to jump right here to this Bible. This is a daily Bible. You can read this from day to day. And as I'm filming this video, it's April 30th. So I'm just going to read a little section underneath that date. So this here is from Proverbs 14:13 through 14. It says, "Laughter can conceal a heavy heart, but when the laughter ends, the grief remains. Backsliders get what they deserve. Good people receive their reward." So, what do I take away from all this information here? you know, I don't hear other people talking about the correlation between having a relationship with our Creator and having strong positive mental health. But I think it's pretty clear that there is a correlation between working on your relationship with your Creator and having that strong mentality, because the enemy, we know that our Creator, he's strong-minded, he's loving, he's giving, he's sharing, and we know that the enemy, he's self-destructive, he's very Debbie down, just a very conflicted spiritual being, and not just the enemy, but his demons as well. So if you don't have a relationship with your Creator and you're living, it can be both a homeless lifestyle and just a regular, if you're working and you have a roof over your head, you're definitely more susceptible to having those mental health issues if you don't have that relationship with your Creator, because then the enemy, he just comes in and he just has field days. He has multiple field days with you. So that's why I talk so much on this channel of why it's so important to not only have that relationship with our Creator, but to either read the Bible or just have some Christian literature that you can read, praying, being grateful. I have so much to be grateful. I have a bed to sleep on. I have sheets to sleep with. I have a roof. I have a place to shower. I know that a lot of these things sound so stereotypical, but when you don't have these basic things, your world just turns upside down, and you just end up living in a living nightmare, in a living hell. Because when you're homeless, you're surrounded by a lot of these individuals that have given up on themselves. And then to add these street drugs to it, it just exacerbates the self-destructive behavior, and it's just a really ugly nightmare to be in that kind of situation. But again, it's just so imperative to have that relationship with our Creator, so that if God forbid, if myself or if any of us find ourselves in that situation, we know that there is hope, and we know that we can get through trying times with the assistance and the love of our Creator. He will not let us down. He will see us through. So that was today's video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.